Go to Q&A, which I think everyone can answer.
Can you share your story before the Reddit stuff? Because I know we know you for what happened on Reddit, but obviously there's a lot that went into making you that person before that. Could you share how that happened? I know you touched on the Kirtan part, but could you give us some more background to be more inspired?
Yeah. It's funny because I don't remember that person anymore. But I'll try. Girl from Cincinnati. I was always very, very insecure. I begin every story I tell, I'm like, I was very insecure. I still am. You know, the Guru Sahib found me, like my life was always searching for something, searching for real bad, real fulfillment and being complete. And, you know, at first I thought, you know, maybe I can be like my family. Maybe if I was a better person, they would love me more. Because I didn't think anyone loved me, personally. I was like, you're worthless. You didn't even deserve to be here. And that thought process of just constantly degrading myself hit the lowest point where I was sitting in the bar hall during Hukumnama, and I was thinking, you know, Hukum was playing through my head, and I was thinking, okay, this is it. I'm going to end my life. And I had planned, you know, to do it, and I was like, Jilla. But somehow Guru Sahib found me, and instead of going through that, I chose to instead share my heart with a Gursik. And at first I thought he was saving me. I was like, yeah, you know, he helped me get through this. But it was Guru, you know. Started going to Gurdwara, and then I still kind of very, very broken. Took a while for the pieces to come back. And then it's now I'm here, you know. And my journey has been very, very weird. You know, I saw the power of Guru within the people I met that gave me confidence. You know, I never loved myself, but they loved me. Gursikhs loved me, and they accepted me for my imperfections. And I wanted to be like them. And just falling in love with Gurbani, but then still had a weird kind of progression of how I went into my Urma Sanchar. I started tying my dastar just randomly. All my decisions in life have been random, just out of nowhere. And started just learning how to tie a dastar because I saw people like the Leem Panji. I saw cars and I saw things that like had this dastar, and I was like, okay, it's kapda. You know, how do you get it to fit your head? It's perfect. So as a skill, I wanted to learn the dastar, and then I guess Guru Sahib just took over and was like, no, you're gonna keep going. At first I was like, okay, you know, wearing dastars on Sunday, and like after Gurdwara, just taking them off. And then I stopped shaving, and then my mom freaked out, and then we noticed that I had facial hair, and then my mom freaked out some more. And that tension, and while my mom was freaking out, I decided I was going to get my kakars. I was having a low day, and I talked to a Bibi, and I was like, so I think I'm ready for my kakars now. I wasn't keeping full rehat, you know, I wanted to, but like I said, worldly affairs often affect us. And, you know, my mom had to mourn the loss of her perfect Punjabi daughter to a girl who didn't care. And she told me, she was like, no, you're gonna keep doing this. You're gonna keep waxing. You're gonna keep doing this. I don't care, you know. It's your face. Your face is a problem for me. And that broke me because I realized it's conditional. It's conditional. Even my love for her is conditional. But then I also realized I wasn't being the perfect daughter. You know, Guru Sahib doesn't say abandon your family. You have to work with them. You're given them for a reason. And I realize that now. And got my gagars. Huge fight over it. And my mom's like, what are you doing? Do you even know? Like, you didn't even ask me. And I was like, I know what I want to do. And it wasn't until Cincinnati Samagam that I actually just like realized the power of Kirtan and Gurbani, and I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to keep feeling this way. I want to keep going closer and closer. So all my insecurities are gone. I don't have to worry about them anymore. I don't want to be burdened. And that was the turning point. Then I was like, yes, I want to be an Amritari. I felt like an Amritari. I was talking to a couple of Benjis. I was like, I felt like an Amritari before my Amrit Sanchar. Because I feel like I did fall in love. No matter how superficially, you know. I saw Gursikh Bibi and I was like, I want to be like you. I want to have the family you have. I want to have the life you have. It wasn't for the Guru. It was for me. But I still fell in love with that idea. And I started feeling like I belonged. And I felt like I was worthy of this janam, you know. And you know, got to college, obviously, you know, stairs, whatever. And I started doing interfaith work, and I developed my story. I started telling people. I started being less afraid of telling people, hey, you know, I wear a turban, I have a beard, I don't shave, I do all these like spiritual things. But you know, like I'm not your typical kind of girl. I have different interests. I don't care if I don't have makeup. I care if I have a gurkha or not. And it's all Guru said. Like my journey, it's no different than any other person's. And my Amrit Sanchar, my mom knew it was gonna happen. She still came and picked me up. Actually, she had a feeling. She's like, "Oh, April 14th is getting closer. My daughter's on this path. Oh no." And I asked her permission. I was like, you've seen my journey. You've seen who I've become. You've seen who I want to become. Do I have your permission? And she's like, no. And I was like, okay, that's cool. That's okay. And I asked her, I was like, why? You know how I feel. You've seen me. And she's like, it's your face. And I was like, okay, that's cool too. And I remember sitting in my kamra and did ardas. It wasn't even like ardas, it was just like me talking to myself. And I said, like, Guruji, if it's hukam tomorrow, then I will wake up. The Amrit Sanchar was supposed to happen at 7. And I was like, I'll wake up early, I'll do a nitnem, and I'll take a shower, and I'll just leave. I lived 5 minutes away from the Guru that I could walk there. And my alarm rang. I went to sleep and I was like, if it's my day tomorrow, I will embrace you. If you don't want to hug me right now, I will keep waiting until you do. And I went to my Amrit Sanchar, and my mom found out from an auntie that your daughter's like Danya, your daughter's Amritari now. And but you know, it's a process. And my mom, you won't believe it, you know, the same mom that was kind of against this. I don't know if I should share this because this is going online, but it's okay. So my mom, we went to Washington a few weeks back, and you know, I I'm like, I notice that she's like not doing her eyebrows. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, she's probably gonna do them. So great. And so she like casually approaches me. She's like packing, and I walk in, and she's like, so, mere eyebrow dekhe? I was like, yeah, mom, dekhe the bahut change hai. And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, hanji, hun kitna karne? And she was like, nahi, hun nahi karne. I was like, oh, acha. And I couldn't even like express my happiness to her, because then she would like rebel and be like, oh, she wanted me to do this. But it's just small steps, you know. Once I realized I wasn't being the perfect daughter, it wasn't just her fault. It was also my fault for closing her out of my entire journey, and like kind of hating her for it. Like, who are you to like stop me, you know? And I didn't realize that it was her love. She didn't want to lose me. She didn't want to become disconnected with me. And now I realize that. Now I'm making kind of a better effort to be a better daughter. And that's like my journey in a nutshell. And I met beautiful people like I've met here, and it just keeps going. And you don't realize, like, if you had asked me 3 years ago, you know, you're going to be an Amritari, I'd be like, what's an Amritari? And, you know, what is Guru? Why do you matha take? What's the Gurdwara? I would have asked all those questions. I would have, like, punched someone if they said, like, you're going to go this path. And sometimes we surprise even our own selves by being honest. And it just started with one step, one moment of being close to Guru, and then the process takes care of itself. And that's my journey. Yay.
Any sibling? Any sibling? Brother?
Hanji, Praya. Yeah. He's 15. He's getting into the whole going to the gym thing and being strong. And I have to tell him, like, hey, I'm 4 years older than you. Respect me, I'm your sister. But yeah, you know, we are only in charge of our own life, right? We can hope that we bring others along, but it's up to Guru, who comes on this boat of Khalsa.